So, looks like JS is going to go first.
Yeah. There's some lobster-themed sleeves. There's a kraken, maybe? A kraken?
Oof. You know, it's funny, the first 3 cards, I didn't see like 2 lions and Saren.
Yeah.
I saw 5 damage.
Yeah.
That's what I saw right away. I just saw 5 damage in my hand. That kind of hurts me a little bit.
I think it's a reasonable keep, though. Especially if you know what your opponent's playing. You know he's not doing anything burning, so you can just get that birds out. You know, if you're JS, are you plowing the... Like, you know, you see City of Brass Bird. I think you can pretty much assume right away it's Erhnamgeddon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Are you plowing it right away, or do you know, or do you realize that your creature's body is...
works.
Well, what I'm saying is like your creatures are gonna fail miserably in the face of his creatures, so maybe you need to save the plows for his big boys. Like, let him cast his big boy a turn early, and then you just plow it. As opposed to plow his bird, he casts his big boy a turn later, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's interesting.
Oh, we'll see what the outcome is. Yeah, because you know you're probably expecting Ernie's, you're probably expecting... But he's got City in the bottle main.
Well, it's the Sarahs, right?
It's more of the Sarahs. So you're expecting at least 2 to 3 Sarahs. So are you confident enough that you're going to win the game prior to... But yeah, I'd probably Swords the Birds. Me personally, I'd probably Swords the Birds.
I think this is a matchup where you want to let the opponent play his Arabian Nights cards before you play it. Like, you don't want to prevent... You know, like sometimes you want to play the city to prevent your opponent from playing their cards. But here, because you got the rack, I think you want them to play their cards so they have less cards in hand than you... Like, you know, take 4 damage, take 7 damage if you need to.
I wonder how it works with, like... Because he has live attacks. He's not drawing the cards, he's searching his library.
Search your library.
Yeah, so... Yes, he's got a Sarah in hand. Going down to 19, playing a birds.
It's a Sarah in... I thought he drew a Mox, so never mind. I was going to say Sarah in 2 turns, but no Mox, no Sarah in 2 turns.
Yeah, he's not playing any... That's what I'm saying. Like, I probably would play the Moxes in my deck. Okay. Just going straight for it, you know.
Well, if his last card is the wins... Congratulations, you did.
Yeah, exactly.
You did the thing you wanted to do.
It seems like he's always having to explain this card every time.
Yeah.
I would just print out the, like I said last time, just print out the flowchart. Yeah. Here you go.
But I'm kind of curious. Maybe we can do it differently on the next monthly. But I'm kind of curious how the feature match got chosen, because like, if it was just done randomly, that would explain why we've got the same deck 3 times. And like also the way it's being done right now, I feel we don't know what the standings are. We don't a person on camera isn't necessarily having the best record. So like the guy who's in first place, not on camera on the last game, we don't know who's in first place. So we won't be able to tell you necessarily who won this tournament just from these videos, though the standings are available
on the Facebook
group. Tundra Bowls, Old School MTG.
Old School MTG, yeah.
Old School MTL. Old School MTL, MTG.
Yes. A lot of O's, a lot of G's. So some T's in there.
He opted for an Ifrit.
So he's taking...
Yes, he wants to bait the... it's not necessarily bait, he knows it's just going to get hit. And then...
But he has to go down to 18, I believe.
I think it's his turn still. I think he's just doing it on his end step, JS.
No, but he activated the city once to play the birds, and he activated the city again to play the Serenity, so he should be at 18 at this point.
They caught it. Good. We unfortunately are not able to intervene as this is a post-recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Should stop leaning backwards.
Sylvan really, really bad with chains.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is a good matchup to go aggressive with your Sylvan, but asterisks ...
Sad. I think I'll just destroy your Twiddlevolt deck with playing 4 chains consistently.
Yeah, I guess if you really want to stop Twiddlevolt deck and make chains look like it's okay, that's a good matchup.
You heard it here first, folks. Oh. Very nice. Very well done.
Bang. But he needs to get that wins, though. This is what I mean. Like, the combo is strong. Rack, chains, win. Very strong. But that's 3 pieces. You have 1 card to search for it. No Ancestral, no Time Twister, no Wheel of Fortune. How often are you going to get those 3 cards?
He could have probably opted. He probably could have. Yeah. I probably would have went red-black, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it, right? Like, you're putting
exactly.
for him, you're putting 3 bolts and a Wheel of Fortune. Maybe get rid of the Scepter, but who knows? Maybe it's fine. It's okay.
So he's got the Pixie on board.
It's good to be a bit different. Swing for 3. I'm gonna take it, I guess. Unless he's plowing. No plow.
No problem. He's got a Sarah in hand.
But he can't play the City of Brass.
Exactly. Oh, he's got a hippie.
Right, so this is like another issue with the Erhnamgeddon deck is that if you draw either of the cards that this deck is named after, you're screwed. You can't play the Erhnam because of the city, and if you Armageddon right now, you're behind on the board, so like it's just bad for you.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the Sarah.
But I guess if you can just rip lands off the top, then that's also
That's also an option. But I mean, even if Yan attacks, she has vigilance, so seems good. 2 chains, not to be confused with the rapid.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. It feels almost like if I was JS, maybe I would feel a bit cheated that Sarah just like perfect top deck got the Sarah into play when in reality he was like that card was not coming down. Or like the density of dead draws to live draws for Yan right now is actually disproportionate, and so the fact that he managed to get land on the perfect turn for the Sarah is really good for him. But I wouldn't be ecstatic. And then add insult to injury, JS draws a second chains.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Swings for 4. Passes the turn. Draw. Okay.
So yeah, if I was JS and I had to describe my tournament night, I would probably describe it as
a learning experience.
Sure, but I was gonna say like if I had to use words to describe it, like it's like a quote to describe the night, I would say, "If only I drew Winds of Change."
If
only I found the Winds of Change. Because I noticed a lot of the games where he either had the winds in his hand but no chains, or he had the chains but no winds. So it was like he was always missing one piece.
Oh, he's got the disenchant, so...
Now we're in trouble, because if he hits the City of Brass... City in a Bottle...
City in a Bottle, yeah. And
it just opens up the dead cards in his hand. Is that where it's going? Yep.
Oh, that opens up his City of Brass, it opens up his Ernie.
Yeah.
Sacking the hippie.
But, like, he's so far ahead that if he plays the creature... Like, okay, look. The Djinn gets blocked by the Troll, which means that you still have a 3-turn clock.
Yeah.
So when you play the Djinn, you open yourself to getting smoked by Balance. Whereas if you just don't play the Djinn, you still have a 3-turn clock.
Yeah.
And Balance can't fuck you. So maybe you just don't play the Djinn. It's like...
Yeah. It's a hard call because now if he plays Balance, he loses his birds, his pixies.
Yeah,
he loses 4 cards,
and
you know?
the Djinn is going to do the whole freaking forest walk thing again. But I'm pretty sure he's like the Sarah is. Man, that Sarah coming down on that turn is just so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Hey, well, I'll tell you. Show some respect for the ladies.
Oh,
right?
Believe me, don't worry.
There's probably going to be like one lady viewer in like 5 years after this video is posted on YouTube.
Well, listen, I got respect for the Sarah. I just,
right.
you know.
Hey.
Sometimes you lose on the river, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
I can't explain farther without being misunderstood, so I'm just going to... Those who get it. Those who don't, it's okay.
Oh, you got swords. Sarah's off the table. Interesting, so...
Jeez. Like, how good a wins would have been for JS like 4 or 5 turns ago. Like, that Sarah gone.
Yeah.
Anne's gone. Erhnam gone. It's a shame. It's a shame. See, like, before we were talking about playing a card that is like I wouldn't play a card that is situationally good. It has to be like you can play a card like Chains and Winds are situational in that they rely on each other.
Yeah, exactly.
But like alone, they're kind of useless. So like, that's where it feels really bad to play a card that is situational when even by itself it can't do anything or can't do much.
I mean, it could kind of like, you know, versus control decks, Sylvan Library. It's good against certain cards.
Yeah,
but even then, it's on its own. Like if you just play it, you're not winning with it on its own. It has to be, you know, where you saw like you could just play a Sarah and just win with that one card. Exactly. You know, so.
Yeah.
So both opponents tapping the Soul Ring. Another troll, yes. Another troll.
Two trolls. So, interesting, because...
He could block one, he has to give one Forest Walk, so he could always swing in for 3.
Well, that's it, yeah.
He's block his Ernie.
Like, is Ernie just the reason why games are lost all the time? Like, he should have attacked right for 3 last turn. His troll had Forest Walk. He should have just attacked. He could still block and the other one regenerate. Unless he's worried about the constant 4 damage from...
Possibly. Oh yeah, I don't know why he's playing Sylvan.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, they forgot about the chains.
Or maybe he's like, okay, I have enough cards to discard, so I'll just draw with the Sylvan. I don't care. I'll just discard other cards in my hand to see what I have. And I'll just pay life anyways.
Yeah.
You know, that's also a thing. We also forget that. That's also like an option, you know? Like, you don't have to be like... So probably that's why he's probably just accumulating all those lines in his hand at that point. Or maybe he's just hoping for an Armageddon.
My god, if JS can just find a freaking Winds of Change with those two racks plus the Forest Walk, like, he's introducing his chances of winning here if he can just get a Chains. A Wind, I mean. Yeah.
And he's got... Oh, but he's got 2 chains. Yeah, okay. Jesus.
Actually, had he attacked right there, JS, put him to 13, then the next turn, he draws a Winds, 6 damage, your opponent's at 7, plus you attack. Actually, no, never mind. Sorry. I did bad math. He would have died. Never mind. That was bad math.
Looks like he drew an Armageddon, so I wonder if he's going to play it. Because now his Sedge Trolls can't regenerate.
Well, don't tap the bird, dog. Why the bird? The bird is untapped for some reason. Unless he changed his mind.
Yeah, unless he just said, oh, I'll just, yeah. Maybe realizing and, you know, we don't actually hear what they're saying, so probably said, "Oh, I'm just going to use my mana instead."
But he passed instead of attacking. See, like, he played a forest instead of playing any other land, allowing the creature to be unblockable again.
I just don't think people realize. I think the automatically, yes, you have to give the creature forest lock, but if you don't have that forest, you could block it. So, hopefully this will be a learning experience for some people. Or you could just not play green cards. Also an option. Besides Sylvan.
You heard it here first, folks.
No. You've been repeating this for years, and so have I. So. Sedge Troll, swinging, 13.
Is he thinking about the balance? No. What costs 3? Demonic. Oh, demonic. 1 floating. Get balance. No cards in hand. Take 6 on your next turn.
Unless he's going to do Winds of Change. He has no
balance. Same thing. He has no cards in his hand, so it gets.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
gets him to 0. Also, he's not red mana, so he can't do Winds of Change.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, he's not a red mana source. But yeah, because then he would have to sack one of his creatures.
Well, I hope he got the balance. I really, really hope he got balance. With the 1 floating, it makes perfect sense to me. Let's see what we got. Oh, you got 2 cards in hand. And he passed. I'm very confused.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I wish I knew what was in his hand.
Line tax. Not triggered currently.
JS needs to dodge a land. That's the only way. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if he plays a land or not. If he's just gonna balance or what could he have?
Maybe he's waiting to attack.
The demonic for Mind Twist.
I could not say. Maybe. Maybe he felt like balance was in the right call because of the fact that he has 2 creatures. Figures maybe if he could swing again with the Sedge Troll, get him down to 10. Might twist him instead.
It's true that if he played balance, he wouldn't be able to block and regenerate with his Troll.
Yeah.
So
I'm suspecting he might twist. It'll bring him down to 0. Pretty much achieving the same results. So then he'll swing maybe with the Troll, bring him down to 10. He'll take 6 damage next turn, bring him down to 4.
2. Okay, let's see what he demonics for. I think it's the card on top. Let's see if he shuffles his hand at all. He went off screen. Hey, thank you. One more.
So we're down to 10.
Okay, you gotta get that. Oh, he's passed again. What are you demonic for and pass the turn? What is it? What could it be?
Unless he's just waiting to kill him off. Like he's just swinging.
Is this game 2 or game 3?
Game 2, I believe. Yeah, game 2.
Did you get a plow maybe? So it's interesting because he can put JS to a wins. Oh, but you have no red. That's unfortunate.
So what did he demonic for?
Maybe he demonic for the wins, hoping to find a red source.
That's a huge gamble.
I think he had to attack last turn. Attacks put you to 7.
And he's got 2 pixies.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like, they're going through anyways. I mean... Or no, see, he should block the 2 pixies and not the Erhnam. Just go to 2. Yeah, I think he should. So I think he should have attacked last turn because if he draws a red source, he wins. Yeah, so had he, or at least had he double blocked, he'd be at 2, but Yan will only have 1 creature that can attack, which then gets blocked and regenerated. So, like, you know, now Yan's got 2 creatures. If he finds the plow or something, well, I guess if he finds the plow anyways, he just would have won. So maybe, okay, maybe I retract. Maybe then the blocks were fine the way they were.
I'm still wondering what he hit the Monarchs for, though.
I think he went for the wins and just hoped that he found a red source.
Okay, so he swords the Pixie.
Yeah, Yan's hand is very, very dead. That's the curse of the Erhnamgeddon deck.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
So interesting because now Yan attacking, maybe he feels like he has to put the clock on. But see, from this point, I would stop attacking if I'm JS because, like, 1 plow means you die, and 1 red source means you win. So, like, right? If Yan finds the plow right now, yeah. So what Yan needs to do is activate that Sylvan and just discard his hand and don't pay life. Well, pay 4 life. Find the plow. Plow the troll win the game. So, like, you need to get rid of your hand and so he should have made those cards are doing nothing in his hand.
Yeah,
they're just filter them out for chains. Yeah, and wait, it's hitting the antax. Okay, so they're both seem to not be appreciating what Sylvan Library can do in this situation because that disenchant should have hit the Sylvan.
Yeah, I would have probably targeted that instead.
Oh, well,
okay. Well,
there's his red source, so that's GG. Well, like even that last game, he Armageddon and then immediately played up Forest.
Yeah.
Like now JS didn't attack for whether or not it was justified. I don't know, but the point being, like, if you're gonna play a land and just go, like land go, not do anything, just don't play the Forest, right? Play something that doesn't.
Yeah, I think because then he would have had an extra 4 life. He wouldn't have lost. At least that round. I mean, that turn. Maybe would have, along with the fact that the Sylvan and the chains, we were, there's like, but it's easy, like you said earlier, it's easy to comment on these things as a viewer versus being in person.
Yeah. Being right there in it.
Being right there in it, and then you're like, there's a background noise, there's a lot of distractions.
There's a camera.
There's a camera. Although, like, I don't know. You just look at it as a piece of plastic for me. It's just like, okay, it's there, and you're just playing. But yeah, I've had, like, from the Tundrals when we did the commentary that people were like, they felt like, I had this pressure because now if I'm making a mistake, people are going to see it.
And not only are people seeing it, but somebody's, like, commenting on it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Let everybody know the mistake that I made, right? Like,
yeah, but I mean, mistakes, we all make mistakes. So, I mean,
of course, but even when our comments might be incorrect here or there.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, not mine, maybe yours.
Yeah, never mind you. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Yeah. So I gotta go do some groceries.
Yeah, exactly. Sylvan Library.
I got some videotapes to return.
See, I wonder if the right play was to play the Sylvan or to disenchant the Soul Ring.
Well, again, it depends if you're more worried about.
Because now, look, he has the chains out, and now he has to make this, like,
know what I mean? Isn't this a good thing that he didn't disenchant? Now he can disenchant the chains and the upkeep and then draw 3 cards. Right?
That too.
But nope, doesn't want the cards. I think you're even more you're more desperate to draw those extra cards when you're not playing the Moxen. Like, you really gotta get to your doors.
Okay, that's like... Yeah. That's a very questionable... I mean, like, we're just talking about mistakes. I mean, that's a clear mistake.
Like, why not do them?
Why not do upkeep?
Yeah, maybe...
You hold priority, you disenchant.
Could be a fear that maybe just not understanding the interaction. Maybe you think it's an upkeep. I don't know. Maybe maybe they think that the Sylvan Library is in the upkeep, not the draw. You could just be not unaware of what the cards do.
Yeah.
Reading is the hardest part of Magic. I fall for it all the time.
Mind Twist. Ouch.
Yeah.
Just completely wrecking. Now the opponent's taking 3 to the face. Nothing like playing Erhnamgeddon and drawing 3 lands.
Yeah. I think you have the rack complicates everything, but you may have been forced to take an extra 4 there, just get 1 card deeper, because now you know your next 2 cards are dead.
I'd rather just pay the 8 life, honestly. Have 3 cards in hand, so every other card after.
And then rack no longer hurts you anymore, right? That's
and
true.
Just like bite the bullet, whatever. At least I know now. You know, like your next draw is going to be not that great. So,
well, it's certainly looking really strong from the chains side of the board. But once again, the strongest things that JS has been doing do not revolve around chains of Mephistopheles.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole tournament.
Is that a Stormseeker or something? No, maybe not. But see, now, like, instead of just taking the 8, now every card you play, you're going to be taking more and more damage from the rack. Yeah. So...
Well, that hippie is kind of disrespectful, too, because it's going to continue to hit cards out of your hand, right?
And now it's, like, even more sad because the land tax is, like, not doing anything because your opponent... Oh, no, okay, yes.
Well,
yes, yeah. I didn't see the Mishra's Factory, so... Okay. So...
Yeah, but I mean, the hippie is still going to do rude boy things. So, in fact, actually, I'm pretty sure he has to take 3 damage. Yeah, because it's active player, non-active player.
Yeah.
So, land tax on the stack, then the rack resolves first, then land tax resolves. So, yeah, you're taking 3 no matter what here, friend.
Yeah. But I mean, at least now he got up to 3 cards. He could Sylvan, see 3 new cards, I guess.
Well, yeah. He can't afford to use the Sylvan.
No. And with the hippie being there, hopefully maybe drawing a swords.
He needs to draw swords for the hippie, or he needs to draw...
But there's still the factory too, so he has to...
Nah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's
not looking good. Because, like, you need to play something to stop what he's doing on board, but if you play something, you get hit by the rack. And if you play something, the hippie takes 1 more card out of your hand, you're really getting hit by the rack. Plus the 2 damage of the hippie. Yeah, it's looking... not looking good right now for the Erhnam deck.
And...
Are we contemplating a concession? Can't see the cards he's drawing.
I saw Ernie. He's going to play the purchase as a blocker. Hopefully he's probably going to want to draw 3 more cards next turn.
Yeah.
So it kind of mitigates some of the rack so he can start playing other cards.
A properly placed light bolt wins the game.
Yes. Oof.
So the rack is basically useless there.
With 2 hippies? I mean, there's only so many lands you could fetch for.
Wow, this guy's got fucking 15 base lands on his deck.
That's true. But that means he's... yeah. Is it 15?
Yeah, 7, 6, 2.
Oh my goodness. 7 forests, 6 plains, 2 islands.
Well, that's a plow.
Yeah, it's a plow. It's
a plow, but no, you're still just dead.
Yeah.
Plow 1 creature, then take 4. Well, if he has a bird to block, no, all lands. Okay.
Yeah, I think JS has this game.
Well, so it's interesting, right? So in the same vein of like, if you do the incorrect thing but then win, does it justify the incorrect thing? Same question. If you play cards that don't help you win, such as chains and wins, but you still win anyways, does it justify playing those cards?
Yeah, and JS wins it. All right, folks.
So, I mean, hope that was as enjoyable for you as it was for us.
Yep.
And there'll be more in the future.
Yep, we'll see you on the next one.
Yep.